Hey people, CzarThwomp here, and welcome to episode 60 of Dual Destinies. Last time, we talked to Solomon Starbuck at the detention center, and then we went over to the Gaiaka Space Center, where we talked to Yuri Cosmos, the director of the Space Center, and now we're going to continue our exploration and our investigation. But first off, let's talk to Athena. Athena Sykes is fine! Huh? What was that all about? I thought I'd better get fired up twice as much to make up for Apollo being gone. I had to be twice as loud. For starters, I thought I'd imitate him. So you're doing a voice workout, huh? Yep, you have to push your voice up from the pit of your stomach. Hold it! There's a contradiction in the witness's statement. You're really serious about this. In that case, Athena, I'd better start belittling you more. You know, you can't have dignity if you're trying to be Apollo. Objection! You are lying. The true culprit is the judge. What? Then who's going to hand down the verdict? Oh, I didn't think of that. So what do you think we should do next? Oh, that's right. What is it, Athena? I just remembered I forgot to go running today. I was so taken up with what happened to Apollo, it slipped my mind. That wasn't what I was asking. December 19th, Cosmos Space Center, boarding lounge. So this is where Mr. Turan was murdered. Yeah, this is the lounge. So let's see that diagram the police made again. Right now, we're in the main building here on the right side, on the 3rd floor. Clay and Mr. Starbuck fled here from Launchpad 1 after the explosion. You there! No admittance without express permission. We're Mr. Starbuck's lawyers. We've come to investigate. Sorry, nobody gets in without permission. Not even the police superintendent. Can't Detective Fulbright getting mad at me. So Detective Fulbright is here, huh? Yeah, he's in the Launchpad 1 corridor. Go get clearance from him, and then we'll talk. Leave it to me. I'm great at getting intel Detective Fulbright. Let's see. What trick should I use on him today? I don't know if I should be grateful or afraid. Why not both? So, to get to Launchpad 1 corridor, we just have to go through that door with the blue rocket on it, I think. Wait, that door. It looks awfully familiar. Good eye there, boss. This is the door Clay and Mr. Starbuck used during their escape from the launch pad. Ah, that explains it. The fingerprint system has been deactivated, so I think we can just pass right through. Now, come on, let's go. Okay, nothing else. December 19th, Cosmos Space Center. Launch pad. Corridor. So this is it, huh? This is the corridor the two of them used in their escape. Yep, this is the only thing connecting Launchpad 1 with the main building. I see police tape down at the other end. Guess we won't be looking at the launch pad. Not to mention the fact that it's blocked up by the rubble, Mr. Wright. Unless you want me to start tossing rubble away. After the explosion, this whole corridor must have been filled with smoke. And the launch pad itself was probably a sea of flames. Must have been pretty scary for him. Now where could Detective Fulbright be? Hey, I think that's him over there. He's getting into a fight with the cleaning robot. I am the only one who cleans in this house! I clean up the crime! And the grime! What should I do? Which path is the path of justice? He seems to be lost. That's funny. This corridor is a straight shot. Huh? Ah, it's you lawyer people! Welcome to the Space Center! Enjoy your relaxing day off, are you? Here for a little rocket sightseeing? We're here to investigate the scene, same as you. Do you have any info to share? Boss, if he acts at all reluctant to give us information, we hit him with the whatever shall we do act. I'm sure he'll fall for it. Got it? Are we trying to catch the unruly family dog here or something? Info on the case, huh? Alright, I'll gladly share some with you. Huh? What just happened? Detectives and lawyers seeking truth and justice side by side. I like it. Just take whatever you want from me, you info bandits. I'm in a generous mood today. I don't know. There's something weird about Detective Fulbright today. Well, we need information, so let's run with it. If you say so. Something for the lost and found. I'll be sure to take care of it. No. This is an important piece of evidence. Detective Fulbright, could you give us permission to investigate the crime scene? There's an off-zone guard, and we can't get in. Oh, whatever shall we do? That's an easy one. I'll let them know over there to let you in. Investigate to your heart's content. Take a week if you need it. A month even. Shall I have some snacks delivered? One of my men gives a mean neck rub. No, that's okay, but thanks. Definitely not the Fulbright I know. Detective Fulbright is acting sickeningly sweet. It's kind of gross, actually. Do you think he hit his head or something? Who knows? Whatever the case, it's making our lives way easier. You were here at the Space Center at the time of the incidents, weren't you, Detective? That's right. I was here on a security assignment. The police are required to secure rocket launches now? I didn't know that. Yes. Well, you know us, to serve and protect. The explosions occurred while I was here on duty, so I started leading the evacuation. He's leaving out a lot of details, but okay. Could you tell us more about what happened? Of course, a bomb went off on the second floor of the main building. Right after that, the one over in Launchpad 1 also blew sky high. So I immediately instructed the visitors and the employees to evacuate to the shelter. The shelter? That's right. There's an evacuation shelter in the basement of the Space Center. It's there for accidents and emergencies and the like. So where were you when the first bomb went off? I was on duty on the 4th floor. It was quite the madhouse, I tell you. The elevator wasn't working on account of the explosion. And the stairs on the second floor were destroyed, so we couldn't go that way. Then wasn't it impossible to get down to the basement shelter? No, we lowered an emergency ladder from a 4th floor window and escaped that way. It was a folding ladder, so it wasn't very stable, but at least it reached the ground. After I secured the ladder, I left to take another look around for any other survivors. Once everyone got darn it, CzarThwomp! Even though I am a hero of justice, I can't stand by willy-nilly and let you fob up my lines as if I'm some moogie. Once everyone else got out safely, I made my way down too and headed to the shelter. Wow, what an ordeal, but climbing down an emergency ladder sounds kind of fun. Thank you for your answers, Detective. They were very helpful. Just a moment! I have some more information to share with you. But don't tell Prosecutor Blackwell, okay? Wow, and Prosecutor Blackwell usually has you on a short leash, too. Well, never mind that. Haha, I thought you should know that there was a witness. Could you tell us more about this witness? Sure thing! The witness was a Space Center employee who was on the 4th floor. While she was climbing down, she looked through a window into the 3rd floor lounge. So, she was looking into the crime scene from the outside? That's right! It was just a matter of chance that she saw something important. Not that I know what she saw exactly yet, though. Whenever I asked her about the matter, she just glared at me and threatened to punch me in the throat. Yeah, you don't, but that's the most important thing of all. Don't you worry. I'll get around to interviewing her soon enough once I get Mr. Blackwell to back me up. She won't be so tough when I've got Mr. Blackwell glaring back at her. She should still be somewhere else in the Space Center. You might even run into her. And if you do, pray. Pray for your lives. A 4th floor employee, huh? All right, thanks for the info, Detective Fulbright. Gee, you sure are being cooperative, Detective. A little too cooperative, even. Yes, well, actually, something you can't talk about? Yes, something like that. Anyways, never mind. Don't worry about me. Well, I'll be on my way now. What was that all about? Something is definitely going on. I'm gonna get it out of him the next time I see him. Okay. I'm not so sure he'll talk about it, though. Well, we have permission to investigate now. Let's head back to the boarding lounge. December 19th, Cosmos Space Center. Boarding Lounge. You two, Detective Fulbright has granted you permission to investigate. He also said I should bring you some snacks or give you a neck rub too if you'd like. Oh, that's alright, but thank you for the offer. Well, time to roll up our sleeves and start investigating. Now let's see, where's that diagram again? So this lounge is on the 3rd floor of the main building. And according to Apollo, this is where he believes a third party killed his friend. Well, let's stop the recap and start looking for traces of this third person then. You read my mind, Athena. We'll make that our first priority. There's just one problem though, this room. It's just so big. Don't worry, we can use this to help us. A Space Center pamphlet for tourists? Yep, picked up at the entrance. The maps inside should come in handy. Let's see. Yup, here it is, a map of the lounge. This is the door we went through to talk to Detective Fulbright. Oh yeah, that's the door with the fingerprint recognition lock. Well, I guess this map will make things a little easier. Yeah, no more excuses. Let's track down the third person. Wait, there's just one more thing. What's that strange creature moving around outside the window? Oh, boss, it's just a holographic image. Oh yeah, I knew that. Phew, that's a relief. There should be a button somewhere in this room to turn the image on and off. That's what it says in the pamphlet anyways. The only reason you're so eager to start is so that you can push that button, isn't it? And what's wrong with that? Let's just look for the button while we're looking for clues. Oh, by the way, boss, I heard a rumor that there's apparently a secret input combination that you can do on this terminal that will replace the holographic image with a picture of Simon when he was cosplaying in his teen years. I think it's one where he was pretending to be Inuyasha. Alright, fine. Let's get investigating. At first glance, it looks like a peaceful landscape, but then there's that creature. Didn't the Hope probe go to some planet? Maybe this is what its surface looked like. I don't know. I think it would have made the news if they discovered a creature like that. It would have been Gordy 2.0. It did make quite a bit of news though when the probe came back. Yeah, but the Hope probe didn't even go to a planet. It went to an asteroid. That's a big rock kind of thing. Even aliens can't live there. No matter how I look at it, all I can think of is torture device. But I guess it's a training device for getting used to zero gravity. Uh-oh, Athena has that odd glint in her eye. Is she thinking about trying that thing out? I can take it, Mr. Wright! You can put me in that thing all day and I won't flinch! I should try to stop her, but I'm afraid she'll just out-muscle me. Better yet, why don't we I'll just suggest we bring Apollo! She'll be fine with putting Apollo in that thing and testing it out, and Apollo's pain is no skin off my back. Hey, Mr. Wright, look at that up there! Some kind of fragment. It's stuck in tight. Oh, so that's what the glint was all about. That color looks familiar. I think it's part of an oxygen tank. I think you're right, but if that's here, it means Clay's tank ruptured after they arrived at the boarding lounge. So Prosecutor Blackwell's theory that Mr. Starbuck dropped Clay down the ladder must be wrong. This proves that both the astronauts were alive when they reached the boarding lounge. So Apollo was right. The scene of the murder wasn't the launch pad. Way to go, Apollo! So this is where they discovered Clay. Yeah, he was already dead when they found him. Let's take a look at the photo. So he was stretched out like this and... Huh? What's that thing that looks like a thermos? That's the thing that Prosecutor Blackwell mentioned when I was in court with Apollo. He said that it contains asteroid samples. Oh right, Detective Cosmos mentioned something about that too, didn't he? That they were brought back only 5 days ago by the probe that the Hat 1 launched. I wonder what they look like. Do you think they'll let us see? Let's think about it after we've solved the case, okay? That's some pretty futuristic looking furniture over there. According to the pamphlet, those are no ordinary chairs. They're like amusement park teacup rides. You can power them yourselves, it says. If you spin the table, the chair spins too. Why would anybody want to have something like that here? It's for astronauts who have trouble with the device on the ceiling. No vertical spins. It says it's a training device that's easy on the eyes and on the body. Can a person really call themselves an astronaut that can't handle 0 Gs? Okay. So it looks like there are 3 doors that lead in and out of this room. Well, let's check. Drumroll, please. Ta-da, the Space Center pamphlet. We're here at this place that says Boarding Lounge 1. Here are 3 doors. Let's call them lefty, righty, and downy. People usually say west, east, and south in a case like this, you know. Details, details. Anyways, let's take a look at the west door. That door with the rocket icon leads to Launchpad 1. I know because it says here on the map, Launchpad 1 corridor. So that's where we were with the detective. It was filled with smoke after the explosion. Right, next up, the right-hand side of the map, or east in your world. That's the door with the satellite dish icon to signify communication, aka the control room. Yep, it definitely says control room. Looks like it has another door on the opposite side. They communicate and exchange information with rockets and probes in space from there. So it's the center of the Space Center. The Space Center center, if you will. Does everybody start to talk like Director Cosmos after they've been here a while? You get used to it. But it seems that they built a new command center on the 6th floor. That's what they used for the Hat 2 mission, so this control room was empty at the time. I've always wanted to see the inside of a mission control room, and since we're here, I'd love to do that too, but it doesn't look like we'll be able to. They want to keep curious kids like you out. So the door is protected with fingerprint recognition. Only the director can go through. With that much security, I'm definitely not the one they're looking to keep out, Athena. So apparently the lock is also hooked up to a backup generator in case of emergencies. Okay, what about that last door? This lower door, oh excuse me, I mean south door, it leads to the elevators. This is the door we came through when we entered, this room, right? Yep, and of course there were no fingerprint recognition device, so it's open to anyone. But the elevators weren't working at the time due to the explosion. Well, that's about it for the 3 musketeers of the boarding lounge. Thanks. Understanding the layout of the lounge should help us understand the case. That's why I thought we'd better have a good grasp of where all the doors go. This must be the security camera that recorded the astronauts making their escape. Oh, let's commemorate this occasion with a love and peace! If you're done now, shall we move on? Yeah, okay, but just one more for the road. Peace! Very mature. Here's another amazing piece of equipment. Walk on the surface of the moon, it says. Oh boy, I want to try it. Gravity is weak on the moon, so I bet I could do mid-air somersaults. We're still on the Earth, remember? Besides, it's connected to the ceiling. Well, at least I could jump really high. There's a sign on the wall that very clearly says, don't jump too high. Then what good is this thing? Didn't I say in the beginning, walk on the surface of the moon? Hey, I see something shiny down there. Let's take this cover off then. What's this? It looks like a metal jelly bean. It's really small, but it's a bullet. It's only about 2 to 3 millimeters in diameter. Let's see. It would make the caliber 10.10. Caliber refers to the diameter of a gun's barrel, right? Yes, but I've never heard of a .10 caliber gun before. This bullet must be for a special kind of gun. I bet if you tried firing a bullet this small with a regular sized gun, it would just fall right out. Yeah, it must have been a really small gun. I wonder how the bullet ended up here. I mean, we're in the bottom left or the south. Cannot talk today. I mean, we're in the bottom left, on the south door side of the room, according to this map. That's pretty far from where Clay's body was. Maybe the police didn't think to look here. Yeah, leave it to Detective Fulbright to accidentally hand us just the card we need. Okay, nothing else there. Okay. What's this? A trapdoor? It's a trash chute. The cleaning robots throw the garbage out from here. The robots do the cleaning? What a futuristic world we live in. I just hope they don't revolt like they do in a science fiction movie. No way! All the robots here are very nice! Actually, wasn't there one in the Launchpad 1 corridor? We can go say hi if you want. Okay, nothing else. Okay, nothing there. I wonder what this big knob is for. It looks like the knob on a stove. Well, if it's the same shape, well, it's the same shape, but I think that's where the similarities end. I mean, it's behind a glass pane. What kind of stove would require a knob security like this? Well, the knob is straight up and down, so if it was for a stove, the burner would be off. Right, if it was for a stove. Still, I wonder what it's really for. Something turned on by a knob that's not a stove? How about a rocket engine? So, if you had to start the engine here, the rocket would just take off before you could get in. Then I guess all we can say for now is that it's a mystery knob. So this is the fingerprint recognition device. I guess you put your hand on this hand mark. Why, guess when you can try. Now, to line my hand up with the outline. Don't, Athena, this thing is related to the case. Get your prints all over that, and the next thing you know, you'll be named a suspect. Wah! How can you be so cruel to a little girl like me? Stop! I'm not buying those tears, Missy. Let's see, this door is... Where's that pamphlet? Here we are. It's the door to the corridor that leads to Launchpad 1. We went through it earlier when we went to talk to Detective Fulbright. So I guess the security lock must be disengaged now, right? They say the corridor was filled with smoke at the time of the bombing. This thing besides the door, this must be the fingerprint recognition device. Which reminds me, I think Prosecutor Blackwell talked about it at the trial. The notion of a third party in Launchpad 1 is utterly absurd. Just to enter the area from the lounge, one must pass through a door guarded by a fingerprint recognition device. And allow me to state up front that there are a precious few with the clearance to do so. Then, does this mean that the bomber's prints were verified by the system? But the number of authorized personnel was supposed to be really small. Voila! Fingerprint powder! I brought it just in case something like this came up. I found it at the office. I've been just itching for a chance to use it. No! No, Athena! Don't open it! Why not? And then Emma just burst to the wall. I smell forensics! Give me the powder! And then Emma just has a big snort of fingerprint powder. Oh yeah, that's the stuff! Oh yeah, and we're in a space center! Oh, science too! Yeah, really, I can just imagine Emma wanting to investigate this crime scene so badly. Just Emma begging Edgeworth, please, Mr. Edgeworth, please, 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 please let me investigate. I'm sorry, Miss Sky, but this is Detective Fulbright's investigation. He was here when the bombing occurred. We can't just replace him with you just because you're a science fanatic. Oh, come on, we go way back. The same can be said with Gumshoe, but look how I've handled his salary. He's chief of police, and yet he's still living off damaged foods. Now, let's dust the fingerprint recognition device and see what we can find. You got it. Now, sprinkle some here and a little over there, and... phew! Let's see what we have here. Oh, we got something. Aw, it's only a single set of prints. Isn't that a good thing? Sure wish we could figure out whose prints these are. Although I doubt we'll be so lucky as to get the culprit prints on the first try. Well, I'm willing to bet that Detective Fulbright has some fingerprint data. Right, and there's the security footage of the store, too. Yes, here it is. It came up in court the other day. I wish we could see the part of the footage just after this bit. Oh, because that would be right before the murder, wouldn't it? Let's ask the detective. With the mood he's in, he'll probably show it to us right away. Yeah, he's in almost too good a mood today. Let's go see if we can find him again once we're done with this room. Okay, what else do we have? Okay. These are apparently oxygen capsules. They're for recovery after a training session. I wonder if they can change your voice. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Huh? It didn't do a thing. It's not helium, Athena, it's oxygen. Okay. Oh, a mirror! How thoughtful then to put one here. Thoughtful? So the ladies can fix up their makeup. One's appearance is just as important in space as it is on Earth, you know. You never know when you're going to have to run into some other life form after all. I doubt anybody who thinks like that would ever become an astronaut in the first place. Okay, anything? There's some kind of panel with 2 buttons on here. Just push it. That's in the invariable principle of buttons. There are just such things as buttons left unpushed. Hey, the giant holographic image just appeared. Yeah, though that side of the wall seems kind of barren without it now. Still, let's see if we can find anything new with the image off. With the holographic image off, the screen is completely black, which for some reason makes me think of losing an argument to Prosecutor Blackwell in court. But at least it's got my brain revved up. I come up with my best ideas at times like this. Times like these. Hey, Mr. Wright, take a look at this. It looks like a bullet hole. It looks like a bullet hole. Great find, Athena. I thought it was a giant spider web. It's pretty big. Whoever fired the shot must have been using a pretty large gun. You'd think so. Based on my experience, I'd say this was fired from a regular pistol. Well, whatever the size was, somebody fired a gun here, right? Apparently, this is an important fact. Do you see a bullet around somewhere? No, the police might have taken it, though. Let's ask Detective Fulbright about this bullet hole later. Welcome to the Space Center, guests. Welcome. Yikes! Well, what in the world? My name is Ponko. P-O-N-C-O. Ponko! Are you sightseeing? Are you lost? Are you looking around? Choose one. I will guide you. It's a robot? I am not a robot. I am Ponko. Psychological observation and navigational companion. P-O-N-C-O. Ponko! Well, I'm glad we got that cleared up. Oh, Ponko, I've missed you. Huh? Do you know this thing, Athena? Oh, she, showed us around the last time when I came here with Apollo. Oh, you're such a good girl, Ponko. That's a good girl. Hello, Miss Athena. Are you sad after Miss Aura bullied you? I don't know what you're talking about. Did she bruise your knee? Do you want a juice box? Do not fret, for I will protect the juice box from Miss Aura. Oh, thank you. I am so happy, so very happy. Wow, a guide robot. That's pretty cool. My name is Phoenix Wright. Nice to meet you. I don't know you. Stranger danger. What? And then Ponko just whips out a can of bear mace. Deploying bear mace protocol. Ah! Huh? Ouch, that hurts. Oh, she has to register people she meets for the first time. Please register him, Ponko. Certainly. Commencing as registration. Please tell me your name. A nickname is fine too. His name is Phoenix. A bit overly familiar, but I'll allow it.
Phoenix, please let me get a good look at your face.
Oh, sure.
Registering. Facial registration sequence complete. We are now officially friends. Nice to meet you, Phoenix.
Huh? This robot is pretty cute.
You made a friend, boss. Isn't it great? Phoenix, Athena, allow me to guide you. Right this way.
Oh, goody! Let's go, boss! Go where? Yeah, and then basically when Simon was investigating this crime scene...
Danger! Danger! Simon, get away! You will not hurt Pongo!
Why do you get like this, Pongo? It was one time!
You will not throw me in the trash chute! I will defend myself! Barry's protocol activate!
Oh wow, what is this place? Well, we'll answer that question in the next episode, because I think now would be a good time to end things off. Anyways, I really appreciate that you stuck around to watch this episode. You're a great viewer, and I hope you come back with the next one. If you like this video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever that you want. And with that, I'll see you next time. Bye.